Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Strength Classroom. Today we are going to talk about something kind of controversial depending on what point of the spectrum you fall on. I am talking about box squats, and I honestly think they suck. Now, I know that's going to sound weird because I am a believer in Westside Barbell and the Conjugate Method, everything associated with it, and I know that gym really preaches box squats. However, they're not all terrible. Let's go over some things I like about them. Number one, consistent depth. Every time, because the box doesn't change, it is consistent depth. Okay? What else do I like about them? That's about it. Okay, so there's a difference between squatting to a box and doing a box squat to build your squat. I have never felt that doing super heavy box squats where you're sitting back, shin angle is kind of parallel, wide stance, has paid off ever for my squat. Now, I do like doing them for speed and lighter weight just to build up those muscles. However, there was a point in time when I was doing my max effort work, so my heaviest work of the week, exclusively to a box, and when I went back to free squats, the movement felt terrible. I did not feel stronger. I don't feel like I even accomplished anything. However, now that more of my max effort work is done from free squatting, pause squatting, and sometimes even pin squatting, I feel it carries over a whole lot more. Now my speed squats every other week, I mix in some stuff with the box, and I feel like it's developing my hips, glutes, hamstrings, along with the rest of my posterior chain. However, when I was doing these heavy box squats, sure, my box squat was getting better, but nothing else was. The hypertrophy in my legs were roughly the same. The strength in my legs, roughly the same. And then when I went back to free squats, not good. So what did they accomplish? Nothing. Now, I'm not saying they're bad for you. I'm not saying they're bad for everyone. I'm just saying, obviously, I was not doing them, programming them correctly in the fashion that would bump up my free squat numbers. So for me, box squats suck. If they work for you, keep doing it. Don't just blindly listen to me and say, oh, I like his videos, which you all should, so I'm going to just follow what he says. Who cares that box squats were working for me? I'm just, throwing them in the garbage, doing whatever he says. No, don't be a blind follower. That's stupidity. If something works for you, no matter what it is, don't stop. And one of the main benefits that people talk about box squats is it breaks up the concentric-eccentric chain, which pause squats kind of do, but I will say that pause squats, there is still some tension, so still some stretch reflex there. So you're not doing it from a true dead stop. Pins or safety straps would be a much better option if you would like to get some benefits from box squatting. And a third reason I don't like box squatting is because when you squat onto a box with a heavy weight on your back is getting compressed from both ways. Whereas when you're normally squatting, it's just getting compressed downwards. But then when you go onto the box, you're literally squishing your spine like this from both angles. So that's something I also don't like about box squats as well. If you have back issues, you should not be doing box squats where you relax on the box and then pop back up. You can squat to a box to gauge your depth, but please do not do box squats, especially if you have lower back issues and disc issues, specifically those. So let's conclude this video. The reason why I don't like box squats is because they did jack all for my free squat when I programmed them heavy. However, when I programmed them lighter for speed and repetition work, different story. So the answer isn't that box squats suck. You must perform them properly and program them properly as well. Also, if you have lower back issues, please do not box squat. And thirdly, realize that the type of box squats I'm talking about is the traditional sit back ones, not the ones where you're just tapping on the box and going up. Using those to gauge depth is a great idea. So if you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, share the videos with your friends if you think they'll like them as well. If you have a question for me, drop them in the comments saying, class is dismissed, mother.